I'm here at Camp Talk, a gathering of money managers and economists at Grand Lake Stream, Maine. I'm going to talk now with David Berson, Chief Economist with Nationwide Mutual. Good to see you once again.
Great to be with you.
You are having beautiful weather here for sure.
The weather was great, the fishing was lots of fun, the conversation's even better.
That's right, and the conversation with you always centers around housing because you put together a very intense look at the housing market. Winners and losers. And I want to talk about losers first because when you look at the list of towns, Texas by far overwhelmingly is at the top, and obviously we've seen an oil bust there.
True, but let me start by saying the losers aren't very bad. When we look at the country today, there are lots of winners, lots of metro areas that we think are sustainable at the housing markets. Texas is towards the bottom, but it's not really bad. I mean, we're not talking about 2006. We're not talking about anything terrible, but they are at the bottom. Now, there were two reasons. There were those MSAs that have had the oil bust, so those that have energy employment that has gone down. But we also have MSAs, such as the Dallas Metroplex, that has not seen a decline in employment because of energy, not a serious one, but has simply seen house price gains that are too rapid and unsustainably rapid.
What are you seeing on the opposite side of the spectrum in terms of other cities where the story is a little brighter?
Well, it is a Goldilocks index. So the best cities are those that we think are most sustainable, that are neither too hot nor too cold. So interestingly enough, it's many of the cities in the Midwest that had problems during and before the Great Recession and even coming after it. But now their job markets have stabilized, home price gains are up, but not unsustainably strong. Unemployment is down. So we look at the Midwest as really the most sustainable part of the housing market.
What do you think when you look at what happens on either coast? And certainly the West Coast has really been the focus of some amazing price gains. Certainly so many people have been priced out of communities in the West Coast.
Well, that's certainly the case. And our concern with the major metros along the West Coast is affordability because prices have gone up so much faster than incomes. Having said that, they're not, we don't think, in serious danger of a decline, of a stumble, because the other attributes of our index look so good. The job market's good, unemployment's low. Mortgage underwriting is incredibly tight, even today, less tight than it was. So we're not talking about the sorts of mortgage loans that we got 10 years ago when basically all you had to do was pass the mirror test. Today, you really have to have good credit. So even though price gains are strong, we're not looking for any sort of price decline. But the big concern is that people are being priced out of those markets.
And in terms of where you see valuations going in the next couple of years nationally, what do the signs tell you about that?
Well, demand is picking up. We're seeing household formations growing, and ultimately every new household that's formed has to live somewhere. They may rent, they may own, but it pushes up both rents and prices. And on the supply side, we continue to see lack of building. And builders are building, but much less rapidly than they used to, in part because of regulatory problems with acquisition and development loans. And on existing homes, a lot of people, well, most people are no longer underwater. There are still some underwater, and so there are fewer existing homes in the market. Stronger demand, not much supply, is a recipe for continued price gains.
David Berson, it was great talking with you here at Camp Talk. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Great to be with you.